Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more Frostpunk: The Fall of Winterhome. Well, Winterhome is falling, although we're doing it not too bad, all things considered. But quite warm and toasty. There was a nice temperature increase, which is great, but we're in the dying ends of things. So what we've started doing is we started deconstructing some of our hunter hangars. That'll give us a nice boost to our steel supply. Just make sure that we can get this fourth, what do we call them? Level to the dreadnaught. So we're going to go ahead and get that up and running. Some of our engineers are no longer being dealt with, having to look after the sick. So at this stage, I think, oh, wait a second. We might actually have a little bit of extra room. Yeah, we have 22 being treated. Yeah, we can turn this off, and we should be able to send them over here. So if we have enough engineers, we should be able to maybe be ahead of the curve just in case another accident comes through. Let's make sure that we call back those engineers, send them over there. Still at adequate staff, but I think... What is this? We'll shut that off as well. And we'll shut that one off too. Make sure that we're not using these heaters. And hopefully we'll be able to do slightly better than adequate if things are going well. What was I saying? That's right, we sent off another convoy. We should also make sure that with our housing no longer being as troublesome, we can dismantle some more. So we have 26 houses, we need 22 of them. That means we can destroy 4, so we're going to go ahead and find the 4 that are the furthest out, and we're going to dismantle those, ever creeping closer to the generator of doom. But it is what it is. So we're going to go... What have we got? We've got a guard station up over there. Actually, you know what? We should check that out. How many houses do you hit? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that means we could dismantle this after the fact. That would save us some extra manpower. And then what else could we get rid of? That one manages to get a decent number. You're all sorted. Then this looks after the rest. Okay, well then if that's the case, let's dismantle this too. That gives us an extra bit of steel. And then, yeah, 1, 2, and 3. Oh, actually, you know what? We do need to be somewhat careful. We are producing prostheses. So that does mean, as people leave their care houses, we'll be given half rations. People waiting for a place 3. You know what? These don't give us anything but timber, so we'll leave those. Yeah, inhabitants. I think we can probably destroy one of these care houses. Yeah, that gets us a little bit of extra steel, and that'll save us some coal as well, so let's get rid of those. That's always going to be up and running. So yeah, we've got a couple of children here that are in the care houses, but hopefully we should be able to get them sorted out with prosthetics, and if we get a couple more, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. We did also decide that we're kind of done with the tech tree. We're not really able to produce anything that's going to pay dividends anymore. Anything that we would do will not get us our resources back. So our automaton will not be able to get us any extra steel. We can't get any extra from like insulation and all. I don't think it's really going to provide us that much of a benefit. And we've already got our houses and we're almost finished with food. So there's just not a reason to have our workshops running anymore. So with that in mind, we have dismantled the other ones. Yeah, we've kept one just in case for some reason there is some event that happens and we need it to be used. But given the fact that it's only an extra 4 steel that we get, it's worth hanging on to just in case the worst does happen and we could make something from it. So we'll deal with that. Now, let's see, what else do we have? We have a couple of extra employees, extra workers to throw around. Let's go to the... But we don't need any timber generation. What have we got over there? Cookhouse? Let's get you up and running. We'll produce as many food rations as fast as humanly possible. We'll go... Let's see. Coal thumpers, not a bad idea. Let's go a couple to this gathering post. This coal thumper over there, I suppose. And then... What have we got? Over here. And then what's going on there? Inoperative. Storage limit reached. Okay, so let's send in a couple more people. That should give them a little bit of extra to work on. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Alright, so this next dreadnaught run, this will be the final 50 people for the fourth. And hopefully we will have just the right amount of steel to fulfill this by the end of game. Hopefully we're right. If we're not, well, that is incredibly unfortunate. Let's see, can we dismantle this? Not really. Oh, wait, cancel that. That was unintentional. Did we just recall those survivors? Yes, we did. Okay, we may need to send them back out there. The extra coal could be nice. This is not going to... Sorry, I did that twice. Doesn't really help us as it doesn't give us any extra steel. We would maybe get 20 steel back from the other outpost, but again, 20 is not that big of a deal. Let's make sure that you are... Oh dear, what are you doing? Come on, move over there. Send an outpost team. I think I just stuffed up royally. We're going to tell you to change locations. Can we tell you to go over for the food instead? Oh man, because we marked it for destruction, it's now not able to switch things around. Well, that is annoying. That is 800 coal that we're now no longer getting. Oh, that is frustrating like there's no tomorrow. Alright, well, let's send you back to work hours. We've done the 24-hour shift there, so that should save us a little bit. What else can we disregard as far as temperature is concerned? Heat zone is +1. Building insulation. You know what? I think if we go to this and we turn off that, we should still be able to save a little bit of extra coal. What else have we got? Are you still up and running here? Patience, have you got any? No, you do not. So let's go ahead and shut you down. Again, make sure that we're not spending anything on them. Workshop, let's also make sure that that is disabled. In fact, this care house is the only reason why this steam hub's even up and running. Ooh. If only we could have built that somewhere else. Actually, you know what? Maybe this steam hub is worth completely removing. Any coal drops. Maybe we could save us a little bit of extra steel. Gain a little bit over there too. Same with the charcoal kiln. We're not using those. Interesting thoughts. Let's see. Cookhouses. Yeah, that's only made out of timber. Gathering posts. Wait a second. Come on. They have a little bit of steel, but again, not quite much. Oh, man. I think what we could do is... I'm trying to figure out exactly whether it's worth it or not. Yeah, the beacon's still got to stay. That doesn't give us much of anything. Let's just double check. If we go over to... Oh, wait a second. If we go over to our tech tree... Beacon, that gives us a bit of steel. That's a bit of steel as well. You know what? Maybe recalling that outpost depot will just have to be enough. You know what? Maybe, hang on a second. Let's think about this. Coal. Coal is now going to be one of our bigger issues since we stopped that 800 generation per day. So what is this? We're 300 shy. Actually, you know what? If we're 300 shy, that's okay. 300 net loss per day. We've got about 2,000. That's roughly a week's worth with our current production levels. We're just going to bite the bullet and recall them. If we can bring down that outpost station, who knows? If that gets us extra steel and helps us survive a little bit further, we will do just that. Do we want to send you for destruction, that steam hub? Maybe, maybe not. That also probably means we don't need the coal either, so we can dismantle that for some steel. You we will keep for now. We're not going to need you either. 13... Oh, wait a second, 1350. Let's just pause for 2 seconds. How much... If we got rid of 1350, that'll bring us down to 2,200 odd. Yeah, well, we're not going to be increasing at this stage. It's just a controlled descent. So... yeah, let's go ahead and dismantle that one as well. And then, what's that? That's 30 steel if we dismantle that. It's a possibility. Again, we're just trying to make sure that we have as much steel as humanly possible as we start sending out everything. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit tricky. Alright, so... I suppose... if we could possibly get rid of the propaganda center, that will hurt our hope by a bit. I reckon we'd lose about 20%, give or take. But that could be worth a little bit. That would free up some extra engineers. It's not amazing. Save us up a little bit of extra coal. Make sure that we are fairly well sorted. Let's go. Any more engineers? We should really... yeah, I don't think we're going to need that charcoal kiln. We can destroy that now. In fact, we should just double check there isn't a second charcoal kiln. Yeah, there we are. We have that to bring down. Whoops. Yeah, that should be fine. And you know what? We're not going to need that timber either. So let's just go ahead and dismantle the steam wall drill. Yeah, 2 steam cores, 30 steel. Yeah, we'll set all of those to destruction because, again, at this point, there's nothing we can really do. If we do an emergency repair, that will cost us 200 timber, but again, we're not going to need 6 of them in the next 3 days. I think that that's a little bit over-optimistic. Yeah, no residents in that house. Oh, that's not bad. Actually, how are we doing? If we're about to have more people sent away... yeah, we have 1 house more than we actively need. Let's see. You're going to stay because all of you are within that kind of range. You're still within range here. I guess maybe we focus on those outside of the temperature buffs. So you and you. And then maybe you and you. So those would be the 4 houses we get rid of. Yeah, I think that may be it. Now the question is, do we want to send more engineers to the dreadnaught? That is the question. Or do we just send off the extra workers? We said that we sent the original 25 to get it up and running, but I don't know whether we should try and send some more. I'm sure they'll be a little bit upset. I know they did ask us at some point... oh, wait a second, we have some unemployed ones. I know they asked us at some point to send a few more engineers to the dreadnaught. We didn't make any promises one way or the other, though. Yes, so that'll just have to be what it is. Yeah, hopefully, let's see, what is it? Almost 11 o'clock? How many buildings have we got to dismantle? You know what? That's sawmill, that only gains us timber, so we're not going to waste any manpower there. Let's also make sure that's turned off. You're being dismantled. You're irrelevant. So that's those. We have... Yeah, you guys are 20 hours away. Okay, from the coal mine. That is, yeah, unfortunate though. Yeah, such a disappointment that we couldn't dismantle that outpost. Yeah, very, very awkward. We can't send them back there. They're no longer classed as... They're no longer classed as an outpost. Very painful. You know what? We do have 3 days. How long would it take our scouts? Target can't be reached. That's unfortunate. We could potentially build another scout group if we so desired. But let's see, what else could we do? Yeah, I think we're going to dismantle that steam hub. That one's no longer necessary. What other steam hubs have we got? We've got you. The care house. Let's see, heat zone, heating technology, building insulation. You know what? I think we can probably afford to remove it by one, and worst comes to worst, we'll just move over to the heater. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and turn that thing off and dismantle it. If we need to build any more of these, well, we can. They're only made out of timber nonetheless. So we're not going to bother with you. You, my friends, that should be okay. Yeah, we're going to keep that one for sure. Coal mine. I guess we do kind of need to keep that up and running. House, you know, we'll send a couple of extra workers there. Just make sure that we max out our food rations for the next little bit. Yeah, and then after tomorrow, so what's that? Yeah, that'll take us down to 180. So yeah, once we hit the necessary food rations, we can even tear down the rest of these, which is going to be wonderful. Oh, and there it is. The trouble that we knew and we were waiting for. Alright. Hanging by a thread. Generator core damaged. Okay, this is just a fairly generic response. So we had to shut down the generator due to the rising stress again. It was a close call. Seems to be severely damaged. Yeah, panic. It's working for now. So let's see. Hope falls greatly. This hurts. And we have to fix it before it blows up from rising stress. Well, good news is we can fix that fairly efficiently. We're going to go ahead and call on in the foreman. That'll take us 1 day and 1 hour. Ooh. Let's go ahead and... You know what? I think we're going to just recall all of our engineers at this stage. Yeah, and I think we shut down the propaganda center. Yeah, hope is low, but it's just going to be what it is. Bye-bye. And we're going to send you there. That brings us down to 1 day. And then... where are our extra workers? Oh, wait a second. We've only got 4 people ill. Let's find our infirmary. We'll shut you down. Again, that does give us back a little bit of steel and steam cores if necessary, but we'll keep it around just in case we suffer an influx. And then, you know what? With the 4 people being treated... Less than an hour going to treatment. You know what? We're just going to go with the extra rations, get that efficiency way up through the roof, and make sure that as people are sick and coming in, they get kicked out the door as fast as possible. That brings it down to 21 hours. And then, where were the remaining ones? Oh, we have some in the factory. Okay. Let's bring you down to 1. We'll send the rest here. Yeah, I think that is going to be as good as we could ask for. Now, here comes the question. Do we think we could potentially send the final one there? So this would cost us 50 steel and wood. That would get us 10% of the way done. That'll cut off a good 2 hours. That is a very nice improvement. But if we check this out, how are we... Oh. So at the moment, we'll be working our way up to... What's that? 432... Whoopsie daisies. 432. So what would we have? Yeah, so we already have enough there, and we can even send the next steam core. That's fine. And then we'll need number 3, which will be another 2, which we already have. Yeah, we would go, let's see. The deck 4, that's 2,500. We could send, what's this, 3, 4 more. Do we think we could send 4 more? Well, that'd be 500. We would already have the, what is it? 500. So that'd take us close to 1,000. So we need 1,500 in so many days. I think we can do this. I think we could just manage. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to try that out. We're going to go ahead and call in the foreman, the automaton. We should have done that as soon as that finished. That was my error there. And then, yeah, we'll just, maybe we do go ahead and do this. 50 steel is probably not the difference between us winning and losing, so let's go ahead and get that up and running. We're going to go ahead and turn on the heater there. We need to make sure that this is up and kicking. Yeah, 43 out of 50. We're doing as best as we possibly can, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Yeah, the moment we see our sick going above 10, we're going to quickly switch some of our engineers from 1 infirmary to 2. See that we can spend some extra food rations as well. We're going to need to make sure that we stay on top of that, because we know that that is a very dangerous situation for our city. Luckily for us, it looks like we're doing fairly alright. What else could we want to do? Oh yeah, we're also going to be producing a whole stack of extra coal, because this thing is shut down for the next couple of hours. Yeah, that's all fun and games. Let's see, how's things going? Gonna let them carry on with their thing. We can send, yeah. What's this? This and 3 more? We'll see how it goes. Yes, search the area? No, we're not going to launch. We're just going to wait. But we do want to go ahead and send off an extra 1. We've got about 4 hours of playtime in between these, but we don't want to accidentally have any stuff ups on our end. So we're going to go ahead and send all of those resources. Provisions, we're going to send the maximum, yep, 261. That'll take us to 5,000 resources. That leaves us with plenty of food remaining. We're going to go send all the steel, all of the steam cores. We're going to start sending... We've only got 2 people. You know what? That's fine. We're going to go and... Wait a second. How many were we sending? Provision-wise, we have 411 left over. 2 days. You know what? That extra food will be fine. We'll keep you there for now. Let's go ahead and... Where do we go? Maybe we start taking away some of the coal. Let's see. Hang on a second. We should double check in our buildings. Resources. If we have our thumpers, coal thumper, that'll give us about 560 per day. Enough for 2 gathering posts. Or we get 240 per day. But we will get back a little bit of steel, although that is a base heating level of 1. Same with those. You know what? If we get rid of this one, we could shut down that generator too. Yeah, you know what? We're going to go ahead and kill the coal mine. It was nice. We've already done the emergency shift. We're not going to get that again. Let's just go ahead and dismantle you. That means we're also going to go ahead and dismantle here as well. That'll save us extra coal. You, my friend, I don't know if that agitator is necessary anymore. Actually, that one is certainly unnecessary. We'll bring you back down. You're fine, you're fine. Oh, that's a guard station. Right. Propaganda centers saying goodbye. Agitator, you're also all good. Yeah, you hit the infirmary. I don't know if there's any others. Yeah, I don't think that there are any other agitators that are going to hit that. The rest are going to stay there. This hits the remainder. Yeah, so we can get rid of you. That'll be all hunky-dory. That'll give us 11 people, and then we need to go... we can probably get by with a couple less in the pubs. So we'll cut those down to 6 people a pop. And see... that leaves us. We have another 25. Okay, so we need a few more. I'm thinking what we do is maybe we reduce some of these cookhouses. We probably don't need all of them anymore. Yeah, so we'll bring you... we'll shut you down. That'll be fine. We only really need one of them still running, and even then we can probably get by with one person producing all of the food in all of those places. Actually, you know what? You're the one that can probably get fully dismantled as well. We'll turn that off, make sure that heater is disabled. This will stay near the steam hub, so that should be fine. We'll have one person there up and running. That'll do well. Up to 41. We need a couple more people. Couple more people. What do we need? We need 9. Bring these down to half each. That wouldn't be the worst. Yeah, I think 1, 2, 3. Then we need another 4. Yeah, I think we can probably manage. So we're going to go ahead and set this steam, this coal thumper down by 1. Send this one down by 1, and you down by 1. Everybody else can go over here, and we'll go ahead and reduce your consumption by 1 and another one, and that leaves us with 3 more. This one hits both of them, so we'll keep you around, but we'll drop you, you, and you. There we go. Hopefully that should be good enough. Let's go ahead and send the next group people. Let's go ahead and... there we go. That's the 50. That leaves us with 1 extra available. That's fine. We can happily throw them back into things. That'll be that final one. I think we can do this. So, yeah, let's go ahead and send that off. There is our optional food. We're not going to get the final one. I just don't think we... yeah, we're barely going to make the 400 work. It is a shame. It is a shame, but it is what it is. Let's see. You're up and running. You know what? We could probably go ahead and do another emergency shift now. Actually, you know what? We'll just wait for the daily shift to come by, and then we'll go ahead and call in the foreman and that 24 hours. And let's see. Down to 12 hours there. That's not too bad. Yeah, it's getting hectic, although we will have some extra workers here because we can hang up the hunters' hangars after this, which will be very nice. And then once we get the rest of that, we won't need the raw food anymore. Food rations, yeah, there we go. We can happily change from that, I think. Hang on a second. How much raw food can we hold? 750. Yikes. Yeah, we're not producing that amount. That is just not going to happen. Yeah, so we can dismantle you as well. That will be fine. Yeah, okay, so we have a few jobs to do. We have a few people who are sick. We will hopefully stay on top of it. At least it's not as cold as it has been previously. Everyone's in nice and comfortable housing, and in fact, Oh, wait a second. We're even slightly ahead on housing again. Yeah, we can reduce down to 17 houses. So, you know what? I think we'll pick up with that in the next one. We'll have a bit of a look around and see what we can dismantle and where we can save what resources we can. But if you do want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.